How pathetic can some people be?
I just got married about a year ago. Thank you. We did all of our own decorations for our wedding. This one decoration that's a Japanese tradition, where as a couple, you fold 1,000 paper cranes. And if you're able to finish for your wedding day, you're supposed to have good luck throughout your marriage. We did an Americanized version of the Japanese tradition, where the man folds 995 paper cranes. And then the woman folds 5 ugly, unrecognizable paper cranes. And now for the rest of our lives, we're going to tell everyone that we folded 1,000 paper cranes. I hope that the amount of luck that we have in the marriage is proportionate to the amount of cranes that we folded for that afternoon. I don't know why the ceiling's only leaking on your half of the bed. Maybe you should have folded more cranes. I don't know why only your half of our plane is crashing. My half is being suspended by magic paper cranes.
Dumbass of the day. 93.3 KZOZ.
No way to start a marriage on a lie. It's just can't do it. You gotta come clean.
My brother-in-law's mother, she's Chinese. And there's a tradition that says that if you hold your fingers together, you're supposed to, and you have gaps in your fingers, you're supposed to put rings wherever the gaps are in your fingers, because it means that you'll let money slip through your fingers.
I got no gaps.
You have no gaps?
I don't have to have any rings.
No, you don't. Gosh, you have no gaps.
I have no gaps. I mean, except for where I wear a wedding ring, but if I took it off.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive. Yeah, you don't have to wear any
like
rings.
a fish.
Like I should be on my index finger or my middle finger, I should be wearing all kinds of rings.
Oh, yeah.
And then probably maybe on my pinky finger a little bit.
Good. I hate jewelry.
There's lots of different traditions in Eastern culture. And one of these I'm not going to understand. Okay. But apparently in China, people's eyes get dirty.
What do you mean they get dirty?
They get dirty. They like
really
dirt inside their eyes. A barber has taken it upon himself to clean the eyes.
Oh no!
Of his customers.
No. With what? Visine or
no?
Oh,
he's been doing this for 40 years, and what he uses his.
I don't know if we should be.
Tool of his method.
Warning: this is going to be gross.
His method is he uses a blade to do it.
Oh God! What?
A razor sharp blade. He's been doing it for 40 years without a slip up, without a problem.
You're not sticking a razor in my eye, dude. You're a barber, not a.
He's said to be
optometrist.
One of the country's only expert eyeball shavers, which means he washes your eyes with a knife. Okay.
Wow.
It's a 5-minute process, and it is said to involve pulling the eyelid back to expose the eyeball. The eyeball is then cleansed by shaving and scraping its surface with a razor-sharp blade. Both the upper and lower eyelids are done separately. He uses an iodine solution and sterilization before eye drops are applied to the blade.
Okay, it's 2017. We can throw all this hocus-pocus crap out, okay? God, are you kidding me? Is this feng shui? Is this feng shui eyes?
This is Zhang Gao. That's his name. He's 62, okay? He's been doing it for 40 years. He says he only serves customers over the age of 30 because generally younger people do not have dirty eyes.
Oh, I see.
In China, unlike his older customers.
Me? Come on.
So if you went to this guy as a barber in China, he would say, would you like your eyes cleaned today?
I want to know what he charges, and I want to know how many people he's blinded or destroyed their eyes.
He's in the southwestern China province of Sichuan, and he is located in the town of Chengdu. In Chengdu, his barber shop is outside. So you don't go inside to get your eyes scraped by a blade. You're outside.
In the wind and the weather and the
where a bird could fly overhead, drops a nice little present on Zhang Gao's shoulder as he's attempting to shave your eye with a blade.
I don't know what this knife looks like, but it looks like, to me, I could visualize it like an X-Acto knife. Is that how you say it? You know, the knives they used for paper and cutting and things like that?
It's the same one.
A razor blade knife?
It's a straight blade like the one that you would
like a pocket knife?
Use for your beard.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a razor sharp blade.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's
And
not
people still get this done.
Oh, yeah, people are getting it done for 40 years without a problem.
So has he maimed anybody?
No.
I mean, has he
No
cut
problems.
anybody's eye out?
No problems at all.
He's never.
Never.
And what is he cutting off? I'd like to. Is there pictures of
it's
this dirt that he removes?
It's a dirty layer of dirt that collects on your eyelids. Maybe he's onto something, because in this country they say your eyesight starts to digress at around the age of 40. That's about what age he's starting to shave your eyes.
You said eyelids. Is he scraping the eyelids or the eyeball?
No, the eyeball.
Okay.
He pulls the eyelid back.
Yeah.
He does the bottom eyelid
Okay,
first.
I thought that's what you were saying.
He pulls but yeah. So like what he does is he has you look up.
Don't put your eye back. It's gross.
As you look up like this.
I can't even watch on Grey's Anatomy when they operate on people.
And then he would scrape
I hate
this part.
human blood.
And then
guts.
he'd say, okay, go ahead and look down. And then he would scrape that top part.
Wow. What's the most ridiculous thing your wife has done? I'm trying to think. My wife gets massages. I think that's pretty normal. She gets pedicures. That's pretty normal. But, I mean, it's like, I can't even imagine the most ridiculous thing that any person has done to themselves. And then you say, oh, yeah, but I'm going to go pay $50 to get my eyeballs cleaned.
Well, people get Brazilians.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's
very normal
painful.
compared to
That's
getting
painful,
a razor
though.
blade to your eyeball.
That is painful. I don't know if a razor blade to the eyeball is painful. I've never had it done before. But
It's not needed because you don't have dirty eyeballs, okay? That's why there's solution. There's liquid in your eye so it can rotate and clean itself out if you get something in your eye. What do you do?
Maybe not.
You put eye drops in to wash it out. And there's already a natural liquid that your body produces that tears to keep your eyes clean. It's the biggest scam I've ever heard.
I don't think it's a scam. He's been doing it for 40 years.
He's been scamming people for 40 years. I don't care if he's done it I don't care if his grandfather, his great-grandfather have been doing it for a century.
Here's the thing is if I have this procedure done, I want it, like, he uses all these like sterile solutions and all that. So the story goes on and on about it. But it's like, you're going outside to do it. It can't be sterile because you're outside. If it was in a hospital...
Jeff, it doesn't make sense anyways.
If it was in a hospital or something...
Doing it outside
I would be more inclined to get it done. But as somebody's selling chickens next to me down at the farmer's market, I would be like, nah, I think I'm going to pass on the ice.
Yeah, they're grooming dogs
blade.
next door. They got dog hair flying everywhere. Cats are running around, and they're cleaning your eyeballs outside on the patio.
Congratulations to anybody who's had this done over the last 40 years
You
without
are a moron.
quote-unquote problem. You're Jeff and Jeremy's.
Dumbass of the day. It's Jeff and Jeremy in the morning. 93.3 KZOZ. Rocks.
We got a guy that's cleaning people's eyeballs in
With a blade.
Asia
With a blade.
with a shaving blade, like a razor blade. But not a razor blade. What do they call whatever that blade is that you shave a guy's neck with? And he literally goes in and shaves the eyeballs. He says he's cleaning dirt off of it. Scam. But it's not a scam.
I don't know if it's a scam. I mean, I imagine,
It is a scam.
imagine that it does remove the dirt.
I mean, we look at it, we're like, okay, this is a scam because you don't have dirt on your eye, all right? But in Asia, they believe this is a tradition. This is some sort of practice that they've done for a long time. Mary calls in, and she said she had her face threaded. Do you know what that means?
No. If I was to guess what it meant, it would mean like you had it sewed or something.
Yeah, I don't know how you thread a face. Mary, how do you thread a face?
So they've got, and I can't see it because I've got my eyes closed, but they've got like threading on either, both of their hands. And I don't know how the exact motion is.
Well, real quick, what are they doing to you? Because we don't understand what you're talking about. Like, what is the end goal when you walk out of there? What are you getting done?
To get my eyebrows waxed.
Oh, okay.
So instead of
thread?
the waxing, I got my face threaded, and it was not comfortable. It was painful.
What do they thread
But the
something
thing
through
is
your
that-
eyelashes or eyebrows and then they rip it out?
And it's just like I say, I don't know if it's each hair every time. Like I said, you have to YouTube it. I mean, and it's clean. It's super clean. You'll have any other woman calling you and they'll say but it's painful. But there's something to be said about the cleaning of the eyes because think of it, when we're 35 or 40, with all the air quality and everything, our eyeballs have to be quote unquote dirty. So maybe something they're doing is right.
No, I totally believe that it works, whatever they're doing, because I mean it's just scraping layers of gunk that is. Have you ever been outside in dry conditions for any extended period of time? Your eyes get that sticky feeling to them. If he's scraping that off, I can kind of see that.
I've never dealt that.
Working,
I must have really good tear ducts or something, because I've never. I get.
Well, and then, So I was going to say, think about acupuncture. Acupuncture is painful, yet it works. I mean, I've gone to an acupuncturist and then, stopped going. And I mean, I don't know if it's in your brain or what it is, but
that's a nerve thing, right? Like
which nerve thing? Yeah,
they're putting pins in your nerves. Okay, but they're just scraping your eyeballs. You have tear ducts that keep them lubricated. I guess. Okay, sure. I guess some people have gunkier eyes than others, and they need to have their eyeballs cleaned. And some people like to have their face threaded, which sounds terrible.
If you're under the age of 30, though, you don't need to have this done. Only if you're over 30, according to the guy that cleans your eyes with a razor blade in China.
There will be blood.
I think it's like year after year, you're walking into smoke-filled rooms and whatever air quality that we have. Maybe there's something to be said about clean your eyeballs. I mean, it doesn't sound like, it'd be comfortable to me, but...
Once I turned 40, I had to start wearing glasses. Maybe I just have a film over my eyes.
I know. Maybe that's what it is. I mean, maybe
just gone to Asia and gotten your eyeballs cleaned.
Maybe the real scam. You're saying what this guy does is a scam, Jeremy. Maybe the real scam is the people that get you to spend $150 to correct your vision by wearing some goofy glasses in front of them.
I don't know.
Maybe that's the real scam.
I still think I would rather put on the glasses, to read things that are far away than have some guy take a razor blade to my eye outside on a patio.
That's the thing. I just would never be able to have the leap of faith to trust somebody to do that. We're asking you this morning. By the way, a complete link to the story over on our Facebook and Twitter feeds, and we're asking you, what is the strangest procedure that you have ever had
weird procedures.
done?
I knew a guy once, not a friend, just somebody who I was introduced to, but was bragging about the fact that he had pec implants, and that he actually, instead of going to the gym, he decided to go under the knife and put, like breast implants for women. It's a breast enhancement for a man, and it's a pec. And
dude
that way
got a boob job.
He got so he didn't have to.
Dude, full on got a boob job. Okay, I mean that's exactly what that is. That's not pec implants.
I guess you can do this with your stomach too. You can do the
6-pack abs.
6-pack abs. Yeah, you can do that.
But what happens if you eat? And eat a lot.
Well, it's just going to push out the belly, but you're still going to have the abs.
That's awesome. I would do that just to get a job with the circus. Brett writes in. He said that, and this is medical. I mean, and you don't have to share with us due to HIPAA laws, but if you feel so inclined, Brett had a hole drilled in his forehead to drain an infected sinus.
Oh, wow, that's. Hope you're sleeping for that.
Would you rather? Would you rather have a hole drilled in your forehead to drain an infected sinus, or have a knife blade scraping your eye to get the dirt out?
Wow, can I take the dare? I don't want to have any of those.
I would go Brett's route, only just because I'm guessing that was in a hospital and not at an open air market.
Right, that's very true. What is the strangest procedure that you've ever had done to you? 543-3693. Mine is not that strange, but for me, the strangest thing I've ever had done is the tattoo that I have on my right foot. It's actually right below.
Because that was voluntary.
Because that was voluntary, and it was a needle, pushing ink into my skin, and it hurt. And
when I was a kid, I didn't even know what it was because I was sick. I had like meningitis or something. And they had to do some testing on me, and they gave me a spinal tap.
Oh, yeah. My mom has had this done. This is very painful. Did they put you out?
I don't know. I was in such pain from the sickness of whatever it was that I had.
Didn't you have meningitis?
Like a fever, yeah. And they gave me the spinal tap to draw the fluid off my brain and figure out what was going on with me. But what was the painful part of it is they screwed up putting, I guess what happens is, where they insert the needle for the spinal tap, it's difficult to get blood to clot there on your body, so it'll be thin, and they need to plug up the hole once they've made the hole. So they make this hole in the base, down by where, you get a tramp stamp tattoo, like at the base of your spine. And they have to, it's weird, they have to put blood into it to get it to clot back up and close back up. Well, if they don't do that properly,
spinal fluid leaks out into your brain.
Brain fluid leaks out of your spine.
This happened to my mom, and she had terrible migraines.
Oh, yeah, that's what I had for like 5 days.
Oh, so they didn't do yours right either.
Ridiculous. No, I guess it's pretty common,
she was
obviously.
throwing up. The pain was so
two
bad.
With the people that I know.
Yeah.
I've known 3 people to get a spinal tap. 2 of them have not had it sealed properly.
And that was, you were 20 years apart.
Oh my gosh, it was the most painful thing. I mean, like these headaches.
Imagine it.
For 6 days, and then I go back in there. I'm like, what's going on? They're like, oh, our bad.
Oh, my bad. Oh, really? Let me hit you in the head with a baseball bat as hard as I can swing.
For 6 days.
That's what I feel like.
For 6 days.
For 6 days. So a couple of people just wrote in and said it doesn't get any worse than a spinal tap. Oh, that sucks. I know why you can be so cranky sometimes. Jesus, I guess I'll give you a break.
Well, I think they. That's
pretty. I've gone through some painful things in my life, but nothing
that's
even
the worst.
Close to that.
That was the worst.
I've had surgeries.
And the thing that makes you mad about that is it's the fact that they screwed it up, and it was something that could have been fixed. I just thought it was part of the sickness. It was like, okay, I'm going to power through. I'll just power through this. Nope.
Did they give you like any kind of medication, like a morphine drip? Oh my God, that sucks.
It was like a 14-year-old boy or something. It was, no.
I've had surgeries, and the morphine drip. They let you hit the button every 30 minutes.
Yeah,
it'll inject you or whatever it was.
I ain't no pansy.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.